everyone and welcome back. What if I told you that you could live in an absolutely beautiful place like this for the same price as an apartment in Mumbai or Delhi? Seems like a great prospect, right? In the recent years, there's been a big trend of real estate and investment based visa, residency, and even citizenship programs. India is actually a large part of this trend with a surprisingly high number of HNIs from India or high net worth individuals looking to migrate abroad in the last few years. And these are people with over $1 million in investable assets. In the Global Wealth Migration Review of 2020, India actually ranked second in terms of HNI net outflow, with about 7,000 HNIs estimated to have migrated out of the country. These 7,000 people make up about 2% of the entire HNWI households in India, which is a significant number. We're going to keep the investment-based programs aside because that is its own thing altogether and focus only on the programs that let you move out of India through real estate investments. Further, India doesn't allow dual citizenship, which means that to become a citizen of any one of these countries, you may have to surrender your Indian passport and take an OCI card or something like that. If you look at the major European countries that offer paths to residency and even citizenship, possibly through real estate investment, you can see that a lot of them suffered greatly during the 2008 financial crisis. One of the most popular schemes that I've seen is the Golden Visa program offered by a lot of EU countries. One of the main draws of this Golden Visa program is that it allows you to reside in the EU and travel and work freely there once you have settled in any one of these countries. A lot of these countries such as Portugal, Greece and Spain allow you to reside in that country after making an investment in a property there. This amount can range from 100,000 euros all the way up to €1,000,000 depending on the country you choose, and there can also be a lot of other modalities such as the amount of time that you have to spend in that country after your investment. For example, in Portugal, the minimum investment requirement is about 500,000 euros, which at today's rates would come up to about 4 crore rupees. This amount goes down to 350,000 euros if you purchase a 30-year-old property that requires refurbishment. You only have to stay for about an average of 7 days a year, which means that a lot of investors are actually putting these properties out on rent to have another source of income generation in another country as well. However, due to the popularity of schemes like this, we're starting to see governments scale them back a little bit, as we've seen with Portugal. An influx of investment in cities like Lisbon has prompted the Portuguese government to start making the criteria for investment stricter and pushing people to invest in holiday homes or homes in lower density areas. Since there are so many of these schemes, I'm going to be putting up a map with the locations of all the countries that offer real estate based investments for you guys to see. Outside of Europe, these types of real estate based programs also exist in Latin America, in countries such as Brazil, Nicaragua, and even Colombia. So what are some of the pros and cons of using real estate as a way to emigrate and establish a base in another country? One of the main pros here and one of the reasons that a lot of HNIs consider this option is diversification. By spreading out your wealth and assets, income earning or otherwise, to different parts of the world, you can also hedge against country or region specific events that might affect financial markets. This is the same reason you also see a lot of HNIs through wealth managers or otherwise investing in funds that are based in different financial markets such as Singapore, the US, London, and so many more. The second is that this can become a viable way for you to relocate your life and earn an income in another part of the world. This does depend on the modalities of the scheme you choose as to whether you're able to rent out these properties or not. But if so, it becomes a viable way of relocating while also keeping yourself financially stable. One of the things I tell all the people who are looking to make real estate investments is that you have a home market advantage when it comes to properties that are around where you live. You know the market opportunities there, you know the infrastructure that is coming there, and that puts you in a better position to see the value of this property going forward into the future. With investments in another country, let alone another city, you lose out on a lot of the informational advantage that you have. For this reason, there exists a whole world of consultants and lawyers that help you invest in these countries, but that becomes a different proposition. Being able to purchase a property in one of these countries is great, but without local knowledge of the language, businesses there, you may find it harder to work and also to conduct your business there. Depending on the scheme you look at, if you move to another country by buying a property there, you also have to set up your whole life and income there as well. For example, moving to a country like Colombia, which offers residency through real estate for a much smaller amount than many other countries, sounds lovely, but without knowing Spanish or knowing the culture, you might have a hard time uprooting your life and moving there. This is another reason why these schemes tend to be more popular with high net worth individuals whose assets and wealth are spread out and are able to conduct their business from different parts of the world. Alright, everyone, I know that this was a bit of an overview of using real estate for emigration, but if you'd like me to talk about this in details or go over any of these schemes, please do let me know in the comments below. I would be happy to do that. As always, if you like the content, please do subscribe to the channel and like the video, as that really does help me out. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.